Hello, everyone. Welcome to our fifth mental training performance video of the season. My name is Coach Busy. In the month of April, we will be talking about representing the Sting way. Quick little recap here. I know all of you have watched these videos so far, but these are things that we should still be working on. In December, we talked about growing the Sting way with a solid foundation, being gritty, united, and playing with pride. January, we talked about training the toughness muscle, talking about being resilient, accepting feedback, recovering from mistakes, and giving maximum effort. Definitely important to continue to do. February was the hive comes first. So we talked about not achieving goals alone, but having confidence in ourselves, but also trust in our teammates to do so. And finally, March was staying present under pressure. So using our realistic self-talk to be confident, but also relaxation skills when we need them to manage that pressure, especially in big moments. April is all about representing the Sting way, which means playing with pride and respect. So let's talk about what that means. Pride to me means being confident, but also respectful of others in our own accomplishments. So, knowing that we have accomplished things or we can accomplish things, but being very confident, but also very humble about it. Sportsmanship kind of comes with this too. So, being considerate of ourselves, but also our teammates, our opponents, our refs, etc. When we play, we could do that and be competitive at the same time. Just like I just said, playing with pride and respect doesn't mean being less competitive. I want to win and to want to win at everything. This is what we train for, but we can do that by being prideful and also respectful. Let's talk about what that means with our body language. That's a big thing that we're going to talk about today in our activity. So the way we act and the things we say is really important in terms of like showing pride and respect. But the way we carry ourselves and our body language is probably the most important way that we kind of demonstrate this. So respectful but competitive body language to me looks like eye contact with teammates. So if teammates especially make mistakes, we're not looking away from them. We're building trust with them. We're locking into them, looking in them in the eyes. Super important. And after good moments as well, giving high fives, anything that's energy producing, high fives. People like to do the shove. If coaches are good with it and you guys are safe about it, it's also a good thing to do. Obviously, handshakes with opponents, looking our opponents in the eyes after a win or a loss, holding our heads up high. So, a lot of times, lack of confidence looks like a slumped shoulder or a head down, something like that. Holding our head up high really helps with that. I always say to players, you don't have to be smiling all the time. Positive body language is great, but some people just don't have that as much as others. But you want to avoid the things that I just said, like eye rolling, shoulders slumped, etc. You can be really present and locked in your team. You don't have to be the most positive in terms of smiling. So for our activity, going to be a really big body language reflection. This is something we've talked about in past seasons. I think it's really worth coming back to over and over again. It's probably something we've already talked about this year, but I think it's really important for us to consider. So learning from example is a great way to reflect on respectful and competitive body language. I want you guys to first do a quick search on YouTube. Um, once I explain the full activity, which I'll kind of scan down here so you guys can know what you're doing. But you're gonna do a quick search on YouTube for match highlights from one of your favorite college volleyball teams. This could be like a 5 or 10 minute video, and I want you to jot down a couple notes about what their body language looks like after mistakes, after points, when they're winning, when they're losing, and the handshake line. Anything that you notice in terms of the way that they're carrying themselves. Is it similar to the stuff I already talked about? Is it different? Are you noticing different things? Once you do that, take another 5 or 10 minutes and look at film from a match or two of yourself from the season and from your team. What do you notice about your body language after points and mistakes when winning after the match? And kind of giving yourself that last point of giving ourselves feedback of different ways to show pride and competitiveness in our body language and the way we carry ourselves. So it could be similar to what we see in the college match. It could be different, but I want you guys to really reflect on like the things you're doing really well that you think are showing really good body language and things that you kind of want to work on that you notice like, oh, I probably could have connected with teammates more, given eye contact and things like that. So pause the video, go look at those videos really quick, and then come back to me. All right, little recap here. So communication, both verbal and nonverbal, is a really big key to playing with pride and respect. Watching really good volleyball players play and really good volleyball can inspire our skills and where we want to be, of course. But also, all the girls that you just watch and all the women you just watch don't make it to that level without sharpening their mental skills and knowing how to be competitive and respectful. So model your game after your favorite players, copy their body language, like looking in a mirror. That's a great way to kind of notice like the way we carry ourselves watching film, but you can model it after these players as well. We also communicate with our teammates and our opponents like all the time, and we want to make sure we're communicating that we feel confident and respectful at all times. So you can show really confident body language to yourself, to your teammates, and to your opponents, as long as that is also like playing with pride and respect. Continuing kind of throughout the year and sort of our next steps. So, number one, you can always reflect on your film after matches. Do this for your skills, of course, and like some goal setting, but also like your body language. Were you supportive to teammates in your body language? Were you supportive to yourself after you miss a hit? Do you hang your head? Or do you put your shoulders up and look at your teammates in the eye and give high fives? Do you look at the score or the crowd? Or are you kind of looking at the things that you can control? Be open to feedback from coaches as always about respect and pride, and then be open with teammates as well. So if we notice any negative body language, number one, you can always model what to do differently, really take it upon yourself to show opposite body language, but you can also talk to teammates about what you think is helpful. As always, let's go get it. I think this is like a little bit of a shorter but really important video here that of something that you guys can do really throughout your season. This reflection, I think being open to it as well is a great way for us to continue to feel confident in what we're doing. I know we're kind of, getting into the last couple qualifiers here. People still want to get maybe a bigger bid. This is a great time to really show all this stuff and show that you're confident in doing that. Come find me if you guys have any questions, and as always, go Sting.